And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Taking a look at San Antonio. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues. Count it. DeRozan's got his team on the board to start the game for the Spurs. And in the early part of the season, some teams still working out the kinks. Doris, where does the level of play peak, do you think, in the regular season?
Well, most teams would tell you they hope they're playing their best basketball down the stretch as you're marking toward the playoffs. But the fact of the matter is, Kev, that begins on a day-by-day basis. You are building habits from the first game of the season all the way through the end of the year.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside, KD. There's the drive.
Oh! Wow. Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Pass to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Great. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pass to Walker. Driving to the basket. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Irving looking for an opening. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Off target at the rim. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Here's DeRozan. Jordan with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's KD. And too long on the shot.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
DeRozan for three. From beyond the arc and then some. DeRozan's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, this is the shot that DeMar DeRozan has worked so hard on. He could always make the three. It's just become more a part of his arsenal.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Outside, KD. And finished up by KD.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Pass to Gay. Down low. And here's Mills. The three, good on the three-point shot.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. The shot's good from Jordan.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Vassell. Johnson with it. Back to Mills. From downtown. And Irving pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Harden, no good. San Antonio with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, Kevin, a ton of tension in that one. The fans were kind of on the edge of their seat right up until the end. And I tell you what, those are the kinds of games you love to be a part of, but man, do you hate to lose them.
Goes up on the wing. It's good. Mills has got 5.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait. And I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. The 3 from Mills. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 7, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 2. DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pass to KD. And DeRozan sends it back.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, really strong effort on the defensive end, pays off by sending that opportunity back.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Now, here's Walker. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
It's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Murray outside. Aldridge's screen. Back to DeRozan. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And he drives in. And that one drops. DeRozan's got 11 points.
The tremendous scoring on the move, right? Not to take anything away from that spot-up mid-range game, but DeRozan just dynamite getting to the cup.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Now, here's DeRozan. 11 points in the game.
Stay there.
From deep. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Nets leading by 3. KD drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Outside DeRozan. And Jordan sends it back. It's Durant on the wing. He's got 17. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to KD. Here's the three. No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now, here is Irving. Going inside. And he banks in the layup. And now a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Mills. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 4 on the clock. Fires from 14. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Now here's Durant. 17 points in the game. Harden outside. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Harden's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nets.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Outside, Walker. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Drains it from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 14 points.
You know what I love? Right now, DeMar DeRozan is taking the initiative. The key is stay aggressive.
Here's Irving, driving in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw tonight. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Nets leading by 6. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here's Murray. And that one, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Stolen by Walker. Launches it. Murray, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Durant with it, guarded by Murray. It's Harden with the drive, misses the layup.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Driving inside. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Outside Durant.
And over the years, guys, Aldridge has improved his defense, and he's especially gifted in terms of utilizing that length and athleticism defensively.
A minute 42 left in the third. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
1:15 left to play in the third. Lock at 6. A 3-ball. For rebound by the Nets.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that. This guy is just working his tail off on the board. You love the effort, love the energy.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Mills. He's got 5. On the wing, Johnson. 3-pointer. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
KD's shot is off.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Pass to Pirtle. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. The layup off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 8. And do not go away as we'll be back in. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
It's Harden with the drive. Harden draws the double. KD on the wing. Right side, Jordan. Shoots over Lyles. Jordan can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. Outside DeRozan. Here he goes. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Well, this guy just attacks, gets the defender on their heels. DeMar DeRozan dictating the action on his way to the cup.
And the first one drops.
Well, I think you know what you're going to get from DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy's going to be about 80–85%.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Here's Irving. Outside, KD. Jordan the screen. And Durant, here we go.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
Outside DeRozan. Miles with the screen. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Jordan. A nice shot by Aldridge.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Out left of the wing. Stolen by Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. To the middle. Out to KD. He takes it in. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
DeRozan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 20.
Oh, my goodness. You could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Pass to Samanic. To tie it up. The rebound by the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Harden. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. It's Harden with the drive. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Murray with it. Outside DeRozan. Into the lane. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 6 here in this quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. .135 left in the fourth quarter. It's DeRozan with the drive. And finished off by DeRozan.
Doing his thing right there. DeMar DeRozan flies to the 10 and caps off the drive with a big-time finish.
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Murray outside. And there's the drive, and he comes up with the deuce.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
56 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Harden. It drops.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Murray. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Samanic. Now Johnson. Aldridge trying to break free. Johnson's shot is off. And he commits the intentional foul. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
To the right side. Here's Aldridge. No good on the triple. Left side, KD. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Johnson for three. Buries it from three-point range. Here's Samanic. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.